What's up, guys? You big schmucks. Oh, yeah. Man, the greatest audience in the game. Let's listen to me pour this can of 7-Up into a glass.
Go for it, man.
I don't even think you can hear that.
I'm gonna cut it out regardless.
What's up, guys? So pretty much, let's hop right into this. We're very jacked up and amped right up. It's the middle of the day for once, and it's not a podcast we're doing
Bro,
at like.
we have
Hang
so
on,
much time to record this. Oh my days. Honestly, but guys, I will have to admit though, there's gonna be like zero editing on this podcast just because simply I don't give a fuck. I've got a project to do. I've done like
I've already done
2/3
it.
of it.
I've already done it.
Yeah,
You're
but
so
Sean,
slow.
you're
You're
fucking
trash.
man. I've got some details on you that could get you fucking fired, man. I've got the details on you, you little bitch. So shut your mouth. Basically, I've 2/3 of it done. Just need to do a cool down, have all the clips. You make a slide for that, then my safety precautions, and I hand that in. And then I'm just gonna chill, man. But yeah, Sean, get into it and start the thing off right now.
Let's just start teeing off with absolute bombs on this podcast. Let's
Let's
jump
go, man.
into. Let's talk about the most. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. The shittest UFC card maybe in a long time. The biggest it was all like this card is like normally okay. Let's be real. The UFC sometimes has cancellations. They had so many last minute cancellations. They couldn't do shit about it. They had to just go with what they had. And then as well as that, they had to so they had a shit card. And what you would expect is for everyone to perform like some statements. Nope. Nobody made a single statement. Everyone was terrible.
Nah, Alex Morano did.
Nah, he's gay. I'm joking. Hashtag don't cancel me.
Oh man, this is terrible for me because I probably only predicted one fight on the main card.
I think on the prelims I predicted on the prelims I got I'm 2-1 in prelims. I
don't
said
remember what I
that
said.
Tafon was gonna win and Tafon lost, everyone else won. I did not predict how anyone else would win, but everyone else who I said would win won. How'd you do in the prelims?
I don't fucking remember. I distinctly remember saying Tafon would win. Wait, did I? I don't fucking know, Sean. I'm gonna be real here. I don't remember.
Mom, we're gonna have to start putting down what we predict in a Word doc or
honestly.
something. But okay, the main card. Let me just tell you guys, this is the okay. The definition of unstacked is an understatement. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6 correct for this.
What the fuck?
The only one I got wrong was Donald Cowboy getting KO'd in the first round.
I only got 2 right. Thankfully, I'm happy I got this one right. Gregor Gillespie. You know what? We'll talk about. Oh, wait, do you want to just skip over the prelims because we didn't really watch it?
No, we're not talking about the prelims. They're trash.
Okay, so obviously Gregor.
Phil Hawes.
Oh, fuck it, yeah, cool.
Phil Hawes got a very impressive decision victory. I just know his name. I know him kind of, not that well, but I said he was going to get the W. He was against a not the most well-known opponent, but his opponent was like he had a very tasty 10-1 record before this fight, giving him his second loss ever in professional MMA. So it's a big deal. But let's just jump into Gregor Gillespie, honestly, because
Oh, I'm so happy this fucking fight went the way it was. I predicted a Gregor Gillespie. I said he's not going to try and... I said exactly, he's going to try and take this to a decision, but if a finish does open up, he will go for it. He's not going to chase it, but he will finish him if he finds it. Would you look at that, man? I fucking predicted it. Word by word. Gregor Gillespie, the absolute man himself, got the cheeky TKO in the second round.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Milan. I saw him as I don't know why. I think it's because Kevin Lee kicked him so hard in the face that for some reason I perceived him as like a journeyman or something. This guy has one loss ever, and it's to fucking Kevin Lee. I
Bro,
thought he had like 8 losses or 12 losses or something. I don't know why I just presumed that from his face. This guy's got one loss. He's still like in contention to get there for the lightweight belt.
he's a
You know what I
fucking
mean?
baller, man.
He's a contender. Like he's no joke.
Facts. Big facts.
But like, yeah, I'm interested to see who he gets to fight next. I wouldn't say he'll get anyone crazy. Maybe this is where Kevin Lee fits in, honestly. The rematch,
Maybe.
Gregor Gillespie versus Kevin Lee 2.
I'd
Maybe
actually,
that's where,
I'd like to see that. Maybe Gregor gets one more win, and then we see that again. I don't know.
yeah, maybe that's where he fits in. But like all the like Bryce Mitchell and Conor McGregor both responding to Gregor's comments of being the best fisher in the UFC. So like people are responding to him. Do you know what I mean?
For sure, man.
Like he's not a nobody.
Yeah.
But moving on to a fight I don't care about.
I
De Lima, I predicted him to win. I didn't really care. I just kind of
predicted him as
put that.
well.
I just said he'd win because Morris Green is 9-7 at heavyweight, which is like the most impressive record I've ever seen in my life. Not. So I just predicted that. This next fight though, what did you go with? Did you go with Jeff Neal?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I went with Jeff Neal.
Why? Do you know anything or you just guessing?
I fucking, I had such good explanations yesterday, but I just don't remember anything that I said. Fuck. I think I said he's gonna win by a decision, maybe. I'm not fucking sure, but obviously Neil Magny got it instead, man. Who did you say?
I talked about this fight, and I said I don't know a ridiculous amount about Jeff Neal, but what I lack in knowledge of Jeff Neal, I know about Neil Magny, because Neil Magny's a great wrestler, but for some reason he's been tapped out a lot, which is really funny. Um, but I don't know. I just said that I think that he's going to get the W today,
Hmm.
and that he's going to go on and he's going to fight Kamzat, and Kamzat and him are already chirping.
Yeah, I listened to that, man.
So hopefully we'll see Kamzat versus Neil Magny next. I think that's the fight to make
Yeah, I agree.
because Neil Magny had an L. Now he's got the W back. Um, so it'll be an interesting little fight to see at welterweight, and um if Kamzat knocks out Neil Magny like in impressive fashion, then he'll instantly just get like someone like imagine he got like Colby or something. He would not. I don't want him to fight anyone. The thing is, I don't think Kamzat should fight like. I'm just this is such recency bias, but like I feel like that Kamzat would kill anyone except for Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman would get slapped up by Hamza.
No, but like Hamza is the only one who I think
Nah,
like
nah, I'm joking.
I think Kamara is the only person who I'm kind of like I'm not sure if he could beat Kamaru Usman
Man, honestly,
because
yeah,
Marty's
sorry, sorry.
Marty's great. Marty's great, but
I
I'm not
fucking
sure
love
it's
Marty, man. I love this bitch so much, man. Such a knacker. But
he's such a knacker, man.
honestly. But hey, let's just get on to the next one, Sean. Listen, I was getting say everything. I said in my section, I'm not even gonna say that I think Alex is gonna win because I don't want to put it into the universe. Now I'm not that type of guy, but I was hoping that by saying that Donald Cerrone would at least get a win. I said he'd win by decision, by a split decision. I said it'd be a war. Obviously it was a war, a one-sided war. Alex fucking Morano got the
For a round.
oh dear man, fuck's sake, Donald. But Sean, I know wait, I know why this guy's fucking staying around because his to show pay is 200 grand. Just to show up, he gets 200K, and then to incentive pay 21K. This guy got paid a quarter of a mil for last night's performance. For
Man, he
performance.
needs it for that ranch.
Yeah, definitely. And it actually answered my question as well, Sean, because I said yesterday, obviously the Marina Rodriguez Michelle Watterson fight. Michelle lost via decision. I forgot what I said. I think I said Mm,
Pardon?
I fucking forgot who I said is gonna win this as well. I'm gonna be real. I need to start writing this shit down. Who'd you
I
say you
said
think would win?
I said
Marina,
Michelle
right?
Waterson would lose,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
because
Because
she's trash.
yeah, fuck man, but yeah, it
There's
kind of
a
answers.
reason,
Yeah, go on.
everyone. There's a kind of a reason that, I thought she would lose. Is because she's not on the hottest streaks, and she still thinks she's a contender. Cowboy Cerrone thinks he's a contender.
Cowboy Cerrone is just the
I'm
greatest
just
though.
watching his. I'm just watching him getting knocked out now. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh my God! It's so bad.
Just stop, man, please. It's a bit
I
disgusting.
think Cowboy needs to. I think fight at 155 against a 135 fighter.
I think he should fight a woman, to be honest.
No,
Hey,
no, women have.
Sean, do you think he would win against Amanda Nunes right now?
Yes.
You think?
He would just take her down and kill her.
That'd be an interesting fight to see, man.
Like, uh, no, it wouldn't be. It would be disgusting. It'd be a bloodbath. You know what else? Actually, speaking about bloodbaths, let's move
Hmm.
swiftly on. Peter Queally
Wait, I
got
just want to
covered
mention
in
one thing,
blood,
Sean,
beats
before
the
we
pit
move on,
bull.
actually, because there's one question that I wanted to answer, and it was answered by me. I asked you this as well. Will Donald Cerrone get paid more than the main event? Easily, yes. He got paid so much fucking money. The two main eventers got less than six figures, while four people in this card got more than six figures. So it's a bit disgusting, to be honest with you. But yeah, go on with Peter Queally, Sean.
Peter Queally, a man who I know, this guy came through with the cheekiest of W's this weekend on Friday, actually. Um, he was against one of the Pitbull brothers. I'm not sure which one. It's not obviously not Patricio Pitbull. It's the other one. Number two in the lightweight rankings, and he banged him up with elbows from the bottom.
Tony
From the
Ferguson-esque, man.
bottom, from the bottom. He cut this man open, and the fight gets stopped. A TKO victory. This guy, honestly, if I'm Bellator, I give him a title shot instantly.
If I'm Bellator, I cut him and bring him to the UFC because obviously that is just Peter Queally. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking built for fighting, man. Because this guy, his performances are actually so like sick to watch. Like his last fight where he got dropped, he looked like he was on the verge of getting stopped, and he was like, "Nah, man, not today. I ain't really feeling it." Stands back up, does a fucking Derek Lewis on it, stands up and just bangs the guy out and wins the fucking fight. Like this guy is a warhorse in there. And I actually respect that fully. Doing us proud, Sean.
He's just he's an interesting one. Peter the Showstopper Queen. He's now 13-5, and what I love about him is he's actually never been KO'd or submitted.
He has been dropped,
He's
but
he's never been KO'd or submitted though, which is something you just love to see.
facts.
But it's something I'm not gonna lie, I don't like about Peter's record is okay, guess what his split is for his 13 wins, Milan.
What?
He got three KO wins. How
Uh-huh.
many submissions?
Zero.
Zero. Exactly. He's a decision, 10 decisions. He's a decision merchant. He's got a draw as well. This man
He's,
loves to go to decision, honestly.
this guy's
But
getting
to be fair,
Marab.
his last two fights, he's won by knockout.
Yeah. So fair play
But
to him on that.
his last three fights he's won by knockout.
Hmm. It's an
It's my
interesting thing to see, man. But he's trying to give Marab a run for his money, honestly, because we all know the greatest decision merchant in the game is Marab Duchavelli. That's just who it is, man. I don't care who you say, man. Marab
I
Duchavelli's the
think
goat.
Marab versus our good friend here is gonna have to happen.
Facts. Bellator cut Peter Queally and Dana. Get him on, man.
No, no, no. Marab get cut by UFC. This has to happen. There has actually. You know what? Marab and Queally both get cut. They'll do this in one championship.
I reckon they should go to Cage Warriors, to be honest.
Maybe PFL.
Mm, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, with that. I think Cage Warriors is a perfect place for them.
Uh, you know, the thing is though with Peter Queally, it's kind of now or never for him because he's 30. He's not now or never, but in his peak condition. He's in his prime, 32 years of age,
Mm,
and I think that Bellator, like this guy, has just beat number two in the division. Like you gotta just throw him. You just gotta put him in there and just let him fight for the title because like he's got a big name in Ireland, and if he wins the Bellator championship,
that'd be huge.
that that's huge, like for
Mm,
Bellator as well. Like, because what Bellator needs realistically to get big is what the UFC needed. The UFC needed something they didn't even know they needed. They needed Conor McGregor.
yeah,
Um, Peter Queeley's obviously not Conor McGregor, but he's
yeah,
friends with them, and Conor can help push him. And if he's the champ, that makes him look so good.
for sure, man.
And it'll help him grow as a character, help the Bellator grow as a character. So Bellator, I'm not sure what you're doing, but all you need to do is get Peter Queally that you need to get him that what's it called? Get him a title shot. Pray to God that this guy wins.
Yeah.
And if he wins, just give him gimme fights. Just give him only gimme fights. Pad up his record so much, and then he'll become the biggest fighter in the world.
But I agree, man. Sean, it'd be interesting because it'd be another fighter, another Irish fighter, big name, to get a championship. But you can't. Well, Sean, I was saying this to you before. Unfortunately, I don't think we will ever be able to say that about James Gallagher. The guy got called out multiple times, two or three times over the last Bellator event because a couple of people won from his division. James Gallagher somehow is number 4 in his division. I think that his next fight with real competition, we're gonna see like, has he actually improved since his last KO loss, or is he actually gonna fucking improve his striking in like disgustingly and stop going to the ground? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
I
100% agree with Gallagher, but I was trying to say something that I just realized now.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that Patricio Pitbull was the featherweight and the bantamweight champion. He's the
Mm,
featherweight and the lightweight champion, so he'd be fighting Peter Queally for the belt.
that's disgusting, man.
Benson Henderson's got a terrible record.
Yeah, we don't care about that though. Sean,
I'm just looking at the
you
ranking.
know who else fucking fought on that card, man? My main man, Rumble Johnson, came out, got dropped, and he was like, did a Peter Creedy. He said, nah, man, nah. And then he fucking starched the guy in the second round. Nice little win for him. He's going to be fighting the champion next in the tournament. When is the next fight, actually? It's like in
July,
July. So, Rumble, man,
I believe,
get
yeah.
fucking ready, brother. Obviously, we predicted Yoel Romero to be at this stage fighting the champion, but we didn't fucking know that, obviously, Yoel was just gonna get cut for medical reasons. But it is what it is, bro.
He
It is
wasn't
what it
cut.
is.
He's just not.
No, yeah,
He
he
just.
wasn't cut, but like he just didn't pass his medical exam or whatever, man. This guy
It's
did
his.
no study
It's the same
whatsoever.
eye. It's the same eye. He had that. He got fucked up on.
It is what it is, man. This guy, study for your next test, man. Fuck's sake, stop being such a schmuck, man. Maybe if you studied
Still,
next time, you'll actually be able to pass.
man. Shout out to my man out there who should be studying right now. He knows who he is.
Who the
But I bet he's
fuck?
not. I bet he's not studying, even though I told him to study.
Oh, shout out, yeah.
Shout out to my man. You better be fucking
Oh no,
studying,
he's
man.
not studying today. No, he's not studying today.
Why?
He's doing some work related stuff.
Oh, with his
Yeah,
like the
his
flashy
hustle.
flashy. His side hustle. This guy, okay.
Yeah. So you know
What a
yourself.
bum. What a bum.
You know yourself, man.
Study.
But hey, man, it's fucking
Study.
interesting. This week, man, nothing has really happened that much. Like, it's like this card, this UFC card, just brought down the whole fucking week. Because realistically,
Hey yo, but next
yeah.
week
Oh,
we got a card. We got a card, and
bro.
it's not even a card I even care that much about watching. I don't even know if I want to watch it anymore, man. It's actually just like
Yeah.
the fact Nate Diaz has been
Yeah.
removed
It,
is just
they have been rescheduled, but like, man, a 5 2 5 rounders would have been so nice to watch. But now it's just like, I'd only be there for Tony Ferguson, to be honest with you. That's the only man I really care about here. Like,
excuse me,
uh, uh,
uh,
uh.
Michael
Nah, because
Iron
he's
Chandler.
going to win. I don't care. Like, I already know he's going to win. But this is like another cowboy situation where it's like, if Tony loses this fight against Beneil Dariush, I don't want to say it, but like, it's over for Tony. Like, he's
He'll
never.
just be like, he'll be fighting bums. Oh man, imagine this. Tony Ferguson loses, okay?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
who does he fight?
Oh, nah. Fuck off, man.
Cowboy versus Tony 2. I they've already
No.
fought.
No.
Yes,
Not again.
sir. Yes. Give Tony the biggest gimme fight.
Nah, do you know
And
what would
then
be funny as well if Tony lost the cowboy as well?
Cowboy, they give Cowboy a title shot and he wins.
He
The
fights
greatest
Michael
comeback story
Chandler
ever.
and fucking starches him. Fuck's sake, man. Nah, but on a real though, this fight card this weekend, it's kind of it's so fucking stupid. How obviously it's not stupid how Nate Diaz had a back problems, bro. I forgot you're like 90 years of age, man. Maybe consume some more meat in your diet or something, brother. But hey, listen, it's a weird one. I don't know if we will be watching a show, but
This
we'll.
one on, nah, 262 is an interesting one. I don't know if I'll watch though, because it's like, come on, man. Like, it's just, because that it was really the Leon Nate was a huge fight.
Sean,
I really want to see that.
I think we're gonna have to reschedule to 263. Izzy versus Vittori, Figueiredo versus Marino, and Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz, and Damian Maya versus Bilal Muhammad. 263 is looking juicy, man. I won't even lie to you. I think we might have to schedule our shit there. Yo, 264 is looking disgusting. What the fuck? That's actually how. Yo, Sean,
Yeah.
you seeing this, man? Dustin Poirier McGregor and Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. That's so fucking solid. Yeah, man. I don't know if there's any more fights, but it's Connor versus Poirier and Burns versus Thompson. What a fucking fight, man. Facts. Hopefully, if Conor McGregor pulls out, I for some reason just think he might pull out due to something happening. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mm. Nah, well, he lost to fucking Floyd. Then he lost to Khabib. Then he lost to the old man. You know. Then he fucking lost in the court. No, he didn't, Sean. Do you know, he lost his legacy, Sean. He lost his legacy. Because, oh man, I just hope this fucking guy proves me wrong. Because I'm still sticking to my guns. I want Connor to win, but I feel like he isn't he's not in the same way. When he lost against Nate Diaz, he was back in the gym. He invested like $1 million into his camp. He had Artem Lobov and fucking, what's the guy's name? What's his jiu-jitsu coach? whatever his name is. Uh, Dylan Danis, fucking DD, man. Uh, he was just training, man. You didn't see fucking posts of him doing fucking squats or jumping jacks or doing stare downs with fucking fans in Abu Dhabi. No. You saw him training, man. What the fuck are you doing, Connor, man? This guy made 600 mil off of whiskey and you think he's gonna beat Dustin Poirier? Fuck no, man. This guy ain't training like he was before. I feel like Dustin's gonna win this again. I have Dustin winning this again. I feel like he will finish him as well. I don't see this going decision. But Connor, man, prove me wrong. Please, just prove me wrong, brother. Because I want to see you fucking win, bro. That Donald fight is the weirdest thing that has ever happened in the UFC. I flipped. What? Well, I don't even fucking remember, Sean. I'm gonna be real here. I Nah, but that's what I respect about Cowboy. He loves fighting. Well, I don't know if he loves it anymore, but he always shows up on facts, man. Sean, do you know? I think it's the curse of his son being born. Because as soon as his son was born, he won one fight and then lost fucking six. Exterminate him. I reckon have Cowboy's son versus Michael Chandler's son.
Oh man, my recording stopped like halfway through. I don't even know why.
Oh, fam, for real.
23 minutes and it stopped.
Okay, that's only 4 minutes. Just record it again.
Okay. Fuck's
Okay,
sake.
guys, technical difficulties. You are only hearing me for the past 4 minutes, but we fucking move. Basically, uh, let's just fucking continue on. Fuck this UFC card, man. Go fuck yourself. Let's just go straight into. Sean, would you like to read out what you have next after Gallagher, please?
After which, sorry.
On the notes that we have to obviously talk about
After Gallagher.
into this. Yeah, what do we have going on, Sean?
Clarissa Shields is fighting in the PFL.
Fuck, man. Like, why did you even mention that? Like, she's fighting next week.
Because
I
it's the
mean, next
next,
month.
it's next, it was just recently talked about. Connor was tweeting out to her. I just found there was an interesting little thing that Connor was taking shots at Floyd and at Ryan Garcia recently for saying stuff like, "Oh, we're gonna come to the MMA sign." But realistically, Clarissa Shields, the only boxer to ever actually come to the MMA.
Champion boxer as well.
She doesn't play
Well,
around.
you can mention Dillian White, but like, I don't know if that really counts.
Now, Dillian realistically started in MMA not because he was a mixed martial artist, he was just fighting to make money.
Yeah, true. I
Realistically,
think. Oh, I won't lie. It'd be so funny if Brittany Elkin, the 3-6 fighter, fucking knocks out Clarissa Shields.
I hope she takes her down and knocks her out. Honestly, man. Like,
Clarissa T-Rex Shields.
like there's just an interesting thing with Clarissa Shields is that can she evade takedowns when she's standing? Can she take leg kicks? Like, can she actually take leg kicks? You know, like not the kind of thing of yeah, you can take one or two, but could you take 20 leg kicks and be like cool? Are you able to check them on time? What's her
Yeah,
speed like? What's her distance control like? Because obviously in boxing, when it's easier to control distance because you're not looking to like evade takedowns or kicks or anything. But there's just so much more to MMA. Is she able to adapt so quickly? Personally, I'm not sure. So I wouldn't be making any bets on this fight because obviously she's been given a gimme fight, but the woman she's fighting, realistically, is a mixed martial artist. 3-6,
Mm.
she may be. She's a mixed martial artist still, nonetheless.
Man, wait, actually, did I predict one of the fucking fights on the UFC card? I just remember there was one of the fighters who had a real dodgy fucking record where it was like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. I just want to see if it fucking. Because I predicted it completely off that way. I think it was. Yeah, so I basically said Marcus Reggio de Lima, he has to continue the pattern and he has to win this fight. Next fight, he's losing pretty much. But sorry about that tangent there. Go on, man. Clarissa Shields, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with her, man. She has to win. If she wants to shut up everyone. Honestly.
Um,
Oh, fuck, man.
it's I hope Clarissa Shields gets the W, but
Facts.
I doubt that I doubt that she will. What was I going to say? I doubt that Clarissa Shields will be that successful at MMA.
Mm.
Like, highly doubt. Like, she would never. Like, realistically,
She will never be the best.
like, who is she gonna fight? You know what I mean? Like, she could never beat like someone like Amanda Nunes.
Mm.
Maybe in boxing, but like,
Maybe.
that's about it.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's move on though, because MMA honestly has been the deadest thing in the world this week.
This whole week has just been dead. I won't even lie. Like, the only one thing that's really happened this week is fucking Canelo, which we just move on to now. Canelo fucking fought last night against Billy Joe Saunders. Went exactly how I said. I told Sean on Friday. I was even showing him. I said to him, Sean, this is the punch he's gonna fucking land and kill Billy Joe with. And I just showed him a nice right hand uppercut. Exactly the punch that fucked up this guy's orbital bone. Nice 1-2 as well that he was landing the whole night. It was just he's showing why he's the best. It's like he has the same effect on me as Usman. They both, like, I didn't really care much about them at the start, but then they've been racking up these really impressive wins. They've been showing why they should be like seen as fucking, I guess, like proper fighters. Not fighters, like champions, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
respect Canelo so much now. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, see, the problem with Canelo is he'll never have a record like somebody like Chavez Sr. or anyone like that. Because of the pure fact that boxing is so money oriented now. Like,
Yeah,
getting Canelo fighting more than 2 times a year for the rest of his life would be like would be very surprising for me. Like, if he had 3 fights a year, I'd be very surprised. I'm just gonna put it as that. Just for the pure fact that there's so much like legal teams and stuff that go into making such massive fights. Like the way like people have talked about stuff like Francis Ngannou has 12 KO victories in his whole career, whereas Mike Tyson had 14 KOs in a year. Like back then, there
yeah,
wasn't that much time. Like you didn't have to do. You just said, "Do you want to fight here?" And then how much you're getting paid, and then you go, "I want to get paid more." They go, "No, no, no, this much." And then you just negotiate really quick, and then you fight. And that's kind of all there is to it. There wasn't all this legal teams and shit.
yeah.
But with Canelo's team and all of that, like Eddie Hearn making these fights take so long now that I doubt Canelo would be able to get something like 90 wins or something. You know, like he won't have, he's got probably about 10 more fights left in his career at the very most.
You think?
I think 10, 15 fights left in his career. Like he won't be hitting ridiculous numbers like 90 fights or 100 fights. Even though I know that's something that I feel like he would want to do.
I think at this point in his career, definitely when he was younger, but now I think his main priority now is just to fight the best realistically. And he has been fucking. Obviously, he had a little bit of a stint going on with fucking Yildirim this year, which is I don't know why the fuck he fought him. But before that, he was fighting absolute fucking killers. I really hope he fights one more time this year, man. Honestly, I want to see Canelo fight in September because that's like another fucking Mexican holiday or something. Because he always fights in May because that's like Cinco de Mayo or some shit. But I hope to see him fight September and then let him have a layoff because he's only 30, Sean. He is entering his prime. He's not even at his prime yet. He's entering it.
I
So
think he's got like 5 more years, 5 years, two fights a year. I think about like 10 fights left, if
mm,
even that. You know what I mean? I think he'd fight these 35, 36. I think Canelo's a smart guy. I don't think he would let himself go in there and start tarnishing his record. I
bro,
think
what the
I
fuck?
think he'd go out on top kind of thing.
Man, Anderson Silva has had two previous boxing fights, professional boxing fights.
What's his record?
1-1.
Really?
One KO loss and one KO win.
Jesus Christ.
His KO loss was in 1998. 2005 was his KO win. And his next fight, 2021, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. The absolute schmuck.
Honestly, this one's gonna be a good one because it'd just be fun to see how Anderson goes.
Big time.
Anderson will get a nice little bag. You know, Chavez Senior is fighting on the same card.
But Chavez Senior, fuck off, man. Chavez Senior, man. Just like chill, man. You're like 70 years of age or something. Like the guy needs to fucking relax a little bit, in
It's
my
just a bit
opinion.
embarrassing, all these guys coming back and stuff.
Yeah, definitely,
It's
man.
just a bit like, what are they doing? Is the kind of thing I'm thinking. You
Definitely,
know,
man.
we've the thing with the actually, something I want to talk about really quickly in the Canelo fight was the fact that not Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders' corner, they were so quick to step in and be like, we're done. That's it. Because his orbital was fucked. Like it wasn't worth continuing. Rather
Yeah.
live to fight another day than just like make him go
Live
back
to
out there.
fucking see, man.
Like that was a bad one. The orbital breaking, like that's a huge thing to break. So I can't help but think that MMA corners and stuff could take some notes 100%.
Even the
Because
boxing corner. The thing
yeah,
is, his eye will probably never be the same again after this.
can't help but feel bad for him. But hopefully he gets back in there soon, at least in a
For
year or
sure, man.
something. Gets a win back at least.
For
Because
sure, man.
there's no shame in losing to the best in the world.
100%, man. He went out there and he proved a lot of people wrong. Because I've seen a bunch of people saying, he did better than I thought, and he did actually land a good couple of punches. He was landing a nice combination throughout the whole fight, where he would fucking hit him in the body or fake it and then hit him clean on the chin. Uh, so I don't know. It's just Canelo, he stepped it up. He gave him a little bit of fake confidence, and then he just came in on the eighth round, I think it was, and just fucked him up. And it was kind of like, yeah, it was kind of like, what's it called? A little bit of a Daniel Dubois situation. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but fucking, where he had to kind of quit himself. He took a knee in the middle of the fucking ring just so he can preserve his eye, essentially. But yeah, man. Did you see Tyson Fury's reaction as well? You were showing me, Sean.
Guys, I want you to look at this as soon as you can. He stood
I'll
up
put it in
and
the
walked
link
away
in the description.
his face is the funniest thing ever. He looks like a Mr. Man character or something.
There's only one Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh, I think Tyson Fury just wanted him to win because if Billy Joe Saunders won and then Tyson Fury beat AJ, he'd be number one pound for pound.
Hmm. Do you think that Tyson Fury will not be pound for pound number one if he
No,
wins
no,
over
because
AJ right now?
pound for pound, Milan. Canelo is
Yeah,
obviously the best pound for pound fighter.
that's true. He's a cash cow as well, man.
Canelo is able to do it at any weight class.
Yeah,
Canelo could beat up the cruiserweights.
it's true.
Maybe not, maybe not. But
I could see it happening, to be honest. Like
I
Sean,
could see him giving a fair few cruiserweights a run for their money. But
definitely.
talking about fighters, people fighting cruiserweights, uh, Floyd Money Mayweather had his press conference with Logan Paul in the middle of the
Feel
week,
is
and
so dirty, man.
a lot of shit happened. But the best thing that I found that happened from the whole thing was Floyd Mayweather getting absolutely stone cold roasted by Logan Paul.
He was actually.
Floyd Mayweather
Oh,
goes, oh, he goes, yeah, I know this guy did in the forest, and Logan looks at me. Logan, if you look at Logan's face, he was smiling, and he just switched. He looked at him, he's like, why the fuck would you say that? We're trying to
no, do you
sell
know what
this
he said
fight.
back? Do you know what he said back? He says, "I know what I did. I know what you did to your wife."
Then Floyd couldn't help but smile. He goes, 51 and 1, this guy is.
Oh,
He said
but
this guy's gonna be
honestly,
51 and 1 because he's kind of
it,
one KO over his wife.
he has a KO against the Big Show as well. See, that's why I don't like what people say. Yeah, people are saying, "Oh, but Floyd Mayweather never was a power puncher." Okay, then explain WrestleMania when he knocked out the Big Show for that 10 count. Explain to me, please, what that means.
And that
Even though
was a slow 10 count as well.
he did have a brass knuckles in his hand. Yeah, he did have them on. But listen, man, he had no gloves on. You know that was pretty much his gloves. So the fact that he could put out the Big Show for like 20 seconds,
A
man.
500-pound, 7-foot giant. Like,
Giant.
Milan, tell me something. And why was the count so slow? They were obviously trying to give the Big Show that
Yeah, because
victory.
he was their he was the WWE's fucking cash cow, man.
He was
But
the size of a
unfortunately,
cash cow, man, honestly. They were trying to
Floyd
get this
Mayweather.
guy to win so badly, but Floyd just said no, and he knocked his ass unconscious.
Man, this is the most rigged fight of all time. I think the Logan Paul brothers are basically they are just kind of like catch wrestlers at this point because they're just being in the most fucking fake fights of all time. Obviously, that Ben Askren fight, I don't even want to talk about because it's just so funny. But
The thing is, though,
Logan Paul,
yeah, like
yeah.
Logan Paul, and if Logan Paul somehow wins this fight, I will.
Oh, I'm putting a five. I'm putting 10 euro on him. I'm putting five on him just to win, and then five on him to win by knockout.
I hope he wins because it would be the greatest occurrence in sports history. If
Logan, I mean, Mayweather would never live it down. People won't talk about his 16 world champions he's fought, his 50-0 record. People will talk about his loss to fucking Logan Paul because realistically, that's what happens when you lose. People don't care about Ben Askren's records anymore. They just care that he lost to Jake Paul, as well as Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was a fucking baller in the NBA. He was very good. Do you know what I mean? He had some fucking big runs. He won the Slam Dunk Championship as well, a couple times. But everyone, if you mention his name, him getting knocked out by Jake Paul comes up. Like, that's what happens, man. They are the legacy ruiners, and it'd
everybody
be so
knows him
funny.
for being, it's a new thing to be Nate Robinson is to be put flat out on your face.
Yeah, essentially, man. It's unfortunate, but you know, you signed up to it. With you knew that you had zero boxing experience. You knew that Jake Paul was an undefeated amateur boxer. He's been training for a lot longer. Like you signed up for it, bro. Unfortunately, but this isn't a nobody. This is Floyd Money Mayweather, the second best boxer known to man. Obviously, one behind KSI Ole GWT, but uh, does this set up a KSI versus Floyd Mayweather fight afterwards, Sean?
You know what I think? I think if Logan Paul wins this fight, it sets up KSI versus Logan Paul 3.
No.
No, it actually does though. Like Logan Paul can be like, I want that fight. I want to fight KSI again because I've literally like people say once you lose, you have to go get a win to earn that fight back. Not only would he have gone and got a win, he would have gone and beat Floyd Mayweather.
Oh.
It's like if he went and fought like Mike Tyson and beat him, and then KSI is like, nope, not a high level opponent. Sorry.
How would he fight the greatest, man?
And that is
Oh, it's
Canelo
so fucking
Alvarez.
stupid,
Canelo
man.
versus KSI is the fight to make.
Ah,
You know, Jake Paul
imagine.
obviously got punched in the face as well. Is a big thing that happened.
Sean, I just want to say one thing, Sean. Unfortunately, this week has been so dead
On
that there's just not even enough shit to talk about for this podcast. So I reckon we just should start wrapping this shit up. Next week we'll have a juicy one, we promise. But this
100%.
week, we were just kind of fucking held up by some of the stuff we need to do for school. Obviously, I'm off on school. Friday's my last day, not for Sean though. But I promise we'll have a juicy podcast next week. But yeah,
Hopefully,
any
guys.
last words, Sean, before we dip?
Just to finish off, hopefully, guys, next week we will be having, well, potentially either this week or or in July 10th will be the latest you'll get this, guys. The July
Yeah.
10th card will be the latest time you get the first ever, not live, but the first ever podcast where me and Milan are in the same place.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna do a video on it as well. So we'll have sitting on the couch, maybe 2 cans this time, man. Yeah, and then we'll probably record it afterwards, just because what's it called? It'd be easier because I'm gonna sleep the second I come home, because obviously the fights happen like 5 a.m. So we're gonna be tired, but they're gonna be fun podcasts to make. I won't lie. Honestly, maybe we'll do it this weekend, Sean. Honestly, we'll see. We'll honestly see.
potentially.
Yeah,
But anyways,
but
guys, thank you very
yeah.
much for watching, viewing, subscribing. This has not been the best one, as this has been a very dead podcast. I won't lie. So if anybody's watched this far, thank you very much. Drop a
Good
like down
score.
below. Tune in next week for the best episode yet, hopefully.
Facts. Man,
And
we have to meet up for this, man. We have to make it up to the viewers, man. These last 2 podcasts have been a complete shambles.
it's because the fucking fight game's been a shambles, man.
Yeah, but yesterday it was kind of our fault how we fucking had to do 2 separate fucking voice recordings, you know what I mean?
The fans,
So
the guys, look.
we kind of owe it, man.
Podcasts are going to be up and down as they come for the next long time, just because I've got a leaving cert, and so does Milan. So it's going to be very. It's hard to get nailed down times because I've got a lot of studying to be doing. Me sitting 6 subjects. Milan's a bit lucky; he's sitting 1.
But not yet 1. Fuck 2, man. I'm doing 1.
So
and it's at the end, so I'm good, man.
it's not the best. So, anyways, guys, thank you very much for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. I've been Sean. Cheers, guys.
And I have been Milan. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.